Ariel, and I'd like to give you just a short 10-minute video to work on hip and glute. We're going to start lying on our back. We're going to do basic gold standard bridge variations. Inhale through your nose, and then exhale to lift the pelvis off the mat. Start to feel the hips engage. Almost imagine the gluteals moving towards the midline of your body. And then lower back down. Do two more like that. Exhale to lift up, engage through the glutes, lengthen the knees out over the toes. Inhale. You can either roll through this bridge or you can lift hip hinge as one unit. Find this last bridge, and then we'll start to take it into a march. Bringing one leg up to tabletop with your left glute engage. As you place the right foot down, feel the right hip engage. Alternating sides. Good. On this next one, keep the right leg up. Extend the right leg out. Just maintaining a stable pelvis, both hips pointed straight up to the ceiling. Feel the left glute on the line as you extend the right leg out. Try two more like that. Sure, you're relaxed in the neck, relaxed in the jaw. The work is in the hip. Bring that right leg back to tabletop. Lower the pelvis halfway down the mat and lift it up. Where it gets a little juicy here, so you feel the heat in the back of the leg. If it feels like the hamstring is going to cramp, consider bending the knee more, bringing your heel closer to your hip. Last one. Place the right foot down. Bring the left leg to tabletop. Extend the left leg out. Maintain stability on the right. And continue your Pilates breath. Exhale, extend. Couple more, just like that. Maintaining lumbo-pelvic stability is key when you're training your gluteals. And then bend the knee. Keep stable as you lower the hips halfway down and lift. Using an exhale to lift. Try 2 to 3 more. The last one, hold. The left foot comes down to meet the right. And we lower the hips all the way down. We'll turn to the right side. You either have a pillow supporting your head or support your head with your hand. Draw the lower belly in and stack the pelvis. From here, we'll start with clams. Lift the top knee up. And then lower the knee just about 3/4 of the way down. You're going to keep a little tension on the tissue. And if you have a band, like a closed loop band, you're welcome to use that. But we can also just use gravitational resistance and really create this controlled, slow movement with a brain-to-body connection to the back of the hip. Feel the deep external rotators of the hip working. Pulse here, down an inch. Checking in with your neck, making sure it's relaxed. Abdominals are drawn in. And you're continuing your Pilates breath. Five more. Building heat through the back of the hip. Excellent. Lower the feet down. Keep the bottom leg bent, straighten the top leg. Reach through the heel and bring that top leg back behind you slightly. Your hand here can post in front of you to keep you stable. Lower the leg and lift the leg. So we call this the gluteus medius raise. We're now looking to train the back side of the hip. With this exercise, the tendency is to move the leg in front, try to keep the leg behind, and you can even consider having this foot glide up and down the wall behind you. Keep that angle, that line. So we're working your gluteus medius rather than your TFL, your tensor fascial lata, which is in the front side of your hip. And we can pulse a little bit here as well. Sometimes driving the leg internally slightly will help engage a little bit more. Again, monitoring that the pelvis is stable here. 3 more. And do the other side. Start with our clams. You can have the feet planted on the mat, or you can lift them up slightly to work from a slightly internally rotated position. Draw the belly in, stabilize the pelvis. Top knee comes up. Back of the hip engages. 3/4 of the way. Create the resistance. Videos are huge shock absorbers for our day-to-day activity. We need strong glutes as we age. If we suffer from back pain, really any kind of pain in the lower chain, our hips will help drive our movement efficiency. Pulse. One more. 3, 2, and 1 in. Bottom leg down and bent. Top leg straight. Maybe slightly internally rotated. Check in to align the pelvis again. Top hand can support on the mat. Lower the leg. And pulse. 1 inch, 1 inch. Again, really creating an awareness of where you're feeling the hip work. If you're feeling the front side of the hip work, you want to move the leg behind you a little bit more. Connect with the gluteus medius. 3 more. 2. We're going to come on hands and knees. We'll finish with a little bit more here. You can either be on your hands or you can be on your forearms. If you have wrist issues, being on your forearms probably will feel better. We'll extend through the leg into hip extension. We're still working the glutes. We'll just lower the leg, hover, and lift the leg. And as you do that, try to consider keeping your back as stable as possible here. So this is really isolated to your hip. And again, since you don't have resistance, you're creating the work. You could put an ankle weight on if you want it. But when you're really intentional with where you're engaging and working, you may not need much. Hold the leg here, abduct the leg. Bring it back in. Try to keep the toes pointed straight down as you work here. You may even feel your supporting hip engage. My right hip is my supporting hip, and I'm trying to keep it still. One more. Let's circle it out. Hoping you're feeling your left glute work. How intentional can you be lengthening through that leg, engaging? Okay. Good, I feel my supporting hip a lot. Let's reverse this. Come on in, stretch it back if you need to. All right, let's reorient. Draw the belly up and in. Extend through the opposite leg. You can reach for the heel or the toe, but create length. And engage as you lift. That smile line between the bottom of your glute and the top of your hamstring. Really online. Also getting some neck stability here, some core stabilization. Try 2 more. Now keep the leg lifted with abduct. Move it out and in. And try to keep the toes and the kneecap pointed straight down. And the pelvis fairly still here, so it does not have to be a big movement. Two more. And circles. Work it slow. And reverse. Keep your breath going and your abdominals engaged. And that leg in. Give yourself a gentle stretch back. Thank you for joining me for a few hip strengthening exercises today.